Again, we can't logically convince you to follow something foolish. We can't logically convince you that something foolish is not actually foolish. Only the wisdom of the age to come, that is Jesus and Jesus' way, can show us why. It's the only thing that knows why that thing that actually seems foolish isn't really foolish. That this cruciform wisdom is actually true wisdom and the way to life. This cruciform wisdom also trips people up. You see, Paul has us proclaiming Christ and Christ crucified, and that's the way of salvation. But we know that kings aren't supposed to lose. Our heroes aren't supposed to die. This looks like complete and utter foolishness. And one of Paul's favorite terms that he uses is scandalon. That's the Greek, and that's actually where we get the word scandal today, because dying on the cross is a scandalous death. It was reserved for the worst of society, and yet we've got our God. We've got the very word of God crucified in that manner. And this is the wisdom of God that we are to proclaim. It looks like utter foolishness. Death on a cross certainly doesn't look like winning, does it? And now move forward into verse 25. For God's foolishness is wiser than human wisdom, and God's weakness is stronger than human strength. Again, thank God that there's something greater. Thank God that God is gracious enough to call us forward into something bigger and broader than we can ever imagine, in a more spacious place. And now this wisdom, though, that God's calling us into isn't just a crutch for us to lean on. No, this wisdom is a way of life that we are to embody to the entire world. You see, we proclaim with our words and demonstrate with our very lives this new, wise, and foolish and powerful way of God. We live out this cruciform wisdom by following in the way of Jesus, this way which inverts hierarchies and subverts the powers and the principalities.